right, if everybody's ready, I'm ready. Ready,
Go.
yeah. Okay.
State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Christina V. Kennedy. During proceedings, there should be no talking, eating, sleeping, driving. Driving, sleeping, eating. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me start. So, State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Christina V. Kennedy. During proceedings, there should be no driving, smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, or laying down. Do not start your video and mute your device unless the court instructs you to do so. And if there's anything that you need to do that you don't want the rest of the world to see, please walk away from the camera quietly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all.
Thank you, Officer Wallace. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Christina V. Kennedy. If you can hear me, can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, thank you. All right, thank you for your patience as we got everyone checked in today. This is a landlord-tenant docket, and I am about to start calling cases. Before I start calling cases, I do just want to reiterate Officer Wallace's instructions that if there's anything that you don't want the rest of the world to see you doing, please make sure you turn your camera off or completely step away from your device. We are streaming these proceedings live over YouTube. So that means that anybody in the world can watch these proceedings. So to prevent any embarrassment, if you need to do something like change your clothes or use the restroom, please make sure your camera is off or you have completely stepped away from your device. Let's see. We have a very heavy docket today. The way I'm going to call the docket is I'm going to call all of the cases at one time. Well, before I do that, I'm going to call the dismissals first. We have several dismissals. I will call those first. So let me get those out of the way. Are these all by the same plaintiff's attorney? Let me see.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Also, you're not using the third date. So you can
Cross off the 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
dismissals to just use the
Okay, that's cool. So who is the attorney?
I think Levine has most of all of the dismissals, and then Attorney Humphrey's got the last one in the 714.
Okay, thank you. Which I don't even see that one in here. I see 134. I don't see 714. Let me see 101, 111. Nope, there's no 714 in here. It's not a dismissal. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call all of these cases at one time. Please let me call all of the cases. Once I'm done calling the cases, I'll ask for the plaintiff's attorney to place his or her appearance on the record, and then I'll ask for each defendant to state your name. At that time, please turn on your camera. If it's not already turned on, unmute your device. And if you called in, you would dial *6 at that time and state your name. Now calling case number 24348-100. This is Sherwood Owner LLC versus Sandra Bellamy and all occupants of 19519 Cranbrook, number 211 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-101. Sherwood Owner LLC versus Shauna Bridges and Dorian Dick and all other occupants of 19769 Cranbrook, number 208 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-111. This is Bill Properties LLC versus Lanice Gray and all other occupants of 13523 Santa Rosa Drive in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-119. Sherwood Owner LLC versus Jawan Lambert and all other occupants of 8701 Kingswood, number 103 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-130. This is Sherwood Owner LLC versus Aaron Maddox Jr. and all other occupants of 19541 Cranbrook, number 207 in the city of Detroit. Calling case number 24348-131, Sherwood Owner LLC versus Octavia Malone and all other occupants of 19884 Cranbrook, number 112 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-132. This is Sherwood Owner LLC versus Brianna Singleton and all other occupants of 19460 Cranbrook, number 206 in the city of Detroit. And calling case number 24348-134. This is Sherwood Owner LLC versus Morgan Yelder and all other occupants of 19880 Cranbrook, number 221 in the city of Detroit. These matters are before the court on complaints for non-payment of rent. Today is the date and time scheduled for a first hearing on all of the matters that I just called. Can I have plaintiff's counsel for the cases that I just called? Place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Gabriel Lacey, P79685. I'm counsel for Sherwood Heights or Sherwood Owner LLC, and I do believe you called a Bill Properties case also.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Lacey. For matter ending in 100, is Sandra Bellamy or any occupant of 19519 Cranbrook, number 211 present? If so, please turn on your camera, unmute yourself and make your presence known, or dial *6 if you called in. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. Attorney Lacey, the file contains a notice of dismissal by plaintiff. Is it still your client's intention to dismiss this matter?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What's the reason?
Payment has been made.
All right, I'll make that note in the file. I have the dismissal order in front of me. I'm signing it now. Copies will be mailed to both parties by the court. And that concludes the matter ending in 100. For matter ending in 101 is Shauna Bridges, Dorian Dick, or any occupant of 19769 Cranbrook, number 208 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. There is a notice of dismissal by plaintiff in the file. Attorney Lacey, is it still your client's intention to dismiss this matter?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What's the reason?
I would assume the reason is payment, but they did not note that on this one.
All right, I'll make a note of that in the file. I have the dismissal order. I'm signing it now.
Thank you.
The court will mail this order to both parties, and that concludes the matter ending in 101. For matter ending in 111 is Lanice Gray or any occupant of 13523 Santa Rosa Drive present. If so, please make your presence known now. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant did not log in today. I do have a notice of dismissal by plaintiff in the file. Attorney Lacey, is it still your client's intention to dismiss?
That is correct. We'd still like to dismiss, Your Honor.
Do you know the reason?
I don't have a reason notated here, but I would assume it's payment has been made.
All right, thank you. I am going to sign the dismissal order, which is in the file. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. That concludes the matter ending in 111. For matter ending in 119 is Jawan Lambert or any occupant of 8701 Kingswood, number 103 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. Attorney Lacey, is it still your client's intention to dismiss? There is a notice of intent to dismiss in the file.
That is correct, Your Honor. We would still like to dismiss, and payment's been made.
All right, thank you. I'll note that for the file. I have the dismissal order in front of me. I'm signing it now. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. That concludes the matter ending in 119. For matter ending in 130 is Aaron Maddox Jr. or any occupant of 19541 Cranbrook, number 207 present.
No checking.
Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. There is a notice of intent to dismiss in the file. Attorney Lacy, is it still your client's intention to dismiss?
That is correct, Your Honor. We would still like to dismiss
What's the basis?
payment, Your Honor. Sorry.
Thank you. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. I am signing the dismissal order now. That concludes the matter ending in 1:30. For matter ending in 131 is Octavia Malone or any occupant of 19884 Cranbrook, number 112 present.
This is her. I am present.
Good afternoon. Please state your name for the court reporter.
Octavia Malone.
Okay, Ms. Malone, you're the defendant on this complaint for non-payment of rent. There is a notice of intention to dismiss by plaintiff in the file. Attorney Lacy, is it still your client's intention to dismiss this case?
Yes, it is, Your Honor. And I don't have a notation. I don't have a notation for it, but I assume she's paid.
Okay, Ms. Malone, the plaintiff is moving to dismiss. Do you have any reason to object to the dismissal of this case?
No, yes, I have muted myself. I'm at a graduation. I apologize.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
You just muted yourself again.
Paperwork late, but again, I didn't want to not come to court or show just cause. But seemingly over the weekend, the payment was made. It was just kind of probably because of the way that the payment is made. I couldn't pay it on their app. So, but yes, I'll take the dismiss.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for showing up today, Ms. Malone. You'll get a copy of the dismissal order in the mail. I've signed it, okay? Have a good day.
All right, thank you. You too.
Ending in 131. Thank you. You can log off.
Hi, I have a question.
1 second, please. 1 second. For matter ending in 132 is Brianna Singleton or any occupant of 19460 Cranbrook, number 206 present. Brianna Singleton, if you're here, can you state your name? Does she have audio?
Yes. She's actually.
Hello.
Hello, please state your name.
Brianna Singleton.
Good afternoon to you, Ms. Singleton. You are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. There is a notice of intent to dismiss this case in the file. Attorney Lacy, is it still your client's intention to dismiss?
That is correct, Your Honor, and I believe it's full payment.
All right, thank you. Ms. Singleton, the plaintiff is requesting a dismissal of this case. Do you have any reason to object?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I am signing the dismissal order now. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. You will receive a copy of it in the mail. Have a good day. You're free to log off. Thank you. And matter in, wait, what was that? Which one was 132? 132. Okay, thank you.
She have one more, 134.
All right. All right, for matter ending in 134 is Morgan Yelder or any occupant of 19880 Cranbrook, number 221 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. Attorney Lacy, there's a notice of intent to dismiss in the file. Is it still your client's intention to dismiss?
That is correct, Your Honor. And I don't have an indication as to why, but I'm assuming payment has been made.
Okay, thank you. I'll note that for the file. This matter will be dismissed without prejudice. And I'm signing the dismissal order now, which copies will be mailed to both parties. That concludes the matter ending in 134.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. 134. All right, we had someone. Did she just log in? She asked.
No, she's on phone. You haven't called her.
All right. Paradise Clay, please unmute yourself. Please dial *6. Yes, ma'am. You tried to get my attention while I was calling the docket. How can I help you?
My apologies. I just didn't want you guys. I was paying attention, but I kind of wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm tending to my child right now.
No
but
problem.
I didn't know if
I'm
you
about
guys
to start
called my
calling.
case.
I don't think so. I'm about to start calling the docket now, okay? I'm gonna mute you, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
thanks. All right, let me plug in before my laptop dies. All right. Ouch. Let's see here. It's unmuted. Mute her. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to start calling my first group of cases. I'm calling all of the cases in this stack of files. I'm calling them all at one time. So please don't say anything until I have called all of the cases. After I call all of the cases in this stack, I will ask for the plaintiff's counsel to place his or her appearance on the record, and then I'll ask for the defendant, if you're present, to state your name. At that time, please unmute your device and turn on your camera. And if you called in, meaning you dialed a telephone to get into the Zoom session, you would unmute by dialing *6. After you do that, state your name and we will proceed. All right. Now calling case number 24348-023. This is the Home Store Incorporated versus Jasmine Florence Williams and Datara McNeil and any other occupant of 20028 Gilchrist in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-105. This is Bill Properties LLC. One second. Madam Clerk, do we have a 022?
You dismissed that one.
I dismissed that one.
That was
Oh.
my fault. Dismissed it. Yeah, sorry.
All right, now calling case number 24348-105, Bill Properties LLC versus Asa and all other occupants of 4812 Bedford in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-107, Bill Properties LLC versus Paradise Clayton and all other occupants of 12003 Prairie Street, number 5 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-108, Bill Properties LLC versus Christina Fridge Smith and all other occupants of 9351 Woodside Street, number 6 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-112, Bill Properties LLC versus Montiel Jackson and Tiana Curry and all other occupants of 4303 Tyler Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-113. This is Bill Properties LLC versus Lois Haney and all other occupants of 3799 Carter Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-114, Bill Properties LLC versus Khadijah Jarrett and Camera Davis and all other occupants of 9351 Woodside Street, number 3 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-116, Bill Properties LLC versus Ashley Coyle and all other occupants of 5860 Newberry Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-117, Sherwood Owner LLC versus Zerika Collins and Andre Howard and all other occupants of 19470 Cranbrook, number 113 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-118, Sherwood Owner LLC versus Tamika Jones and all other occupants of 19506 Cranbrook in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348-120, Sherwood Owner LLC versus Jasmine Fleming and all other occupants of 19519 Cranbrook, number 208 in the city of Detroit. And finally, for this group of cases, calling case number 24346-714, Hope Transport Services Incorporated versus Laverne Smith and all occupants of 9252 Burt Road in the city of Detroit. This case, matter ending in 714, is from the 135 docket. Okay. These matters are before the court on complaints for non-payment of rent, as well as complaints to recover possession of property. Today is the date and time scheduled for a first hearing on these matters. Pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17, all first hearings are to be adjourned. Therefore, the cases that I just called will be adjourned to a new court date. Please write this information down. If I just called your case, please write this information down. Your next court hearing will be held on July 15th. That is a Monday, July 15th at 8:30 a.m. July 15th of this year at 8:30 a.m. That next hearing will be held in person, so you will not appear via Zoom. You should come to the 36th District Court, which is located at 421 Madison in downtown Detroit. I am in courtroom 433. You need to come to courtroom 433 on July 15th at 8:30 a.m. And again, that is in person. If you are on if you're logged into this Zoom session via a smartphone or a tablet, Madam Clerk, just type the information about the next court date into the chat function. So you should be able to go into the chat and you can screenshot that information if you'd like. Otherwise, please write it down. The court will mail notices to appear to everyone, but in case those notices get lost in the mail, we like to make sure that you recorded the information about the next court date. Plaintiffs, at the next court date, if you have not already filed the following documents, you need to bring them to the next court date. I need a copy of the deed, a copy of the lease agreement. If rent as at issue, I need a copy of the most up-to-date rental ledger. I need a completed proof of service. And if there's a property management agreement in place, I need a copy of that as well. Failure to bring those documents to court with you at the next court hearing could result in dismissal of your case. So plaintiffs, please make sure you bring that information to court with you on the next court date. Madam Clerk, should we let these people in on the phone?
I'll let them in.
Are they new?
I'm not sure. But I could admit it.
Hi, I didn't get my case called. My name is Sharita Smith.
I haven't gotten to you yet. Just 1 second. Okay. Should we admit it? Let's just admit it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll mute. All right. Defendants. Sorry about that. Defendants. When you come to court on July 15th at 8:30 in the morning, you need to bring with you any evidence that you have to support your defense, but you need to make sure that it is reduced to paper. Specifically, I'm talking about photographs or payment receipts. Photographs or payment receipts. They need to be put to paper. Please don't come in here with your cell phone and ask me to scroll through your phone. I don't like when people touch my phone, and so I don't feel comfortable scrolling through your phone. And I can't put your phone in the file as evidence. So if you have any evidence that supports your defense, such as receipts or photographs, please put them to paper and bring them to court with you on July 15th at 8:30. Defendants, you have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you so choose, you can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the agency attorneys that are logged into our Zoom session today. They are here to speak to you, the defendant tenants, to provide you with legal advice for the day, with the potential of them taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings. And that will be free of charge to you. At the end of this hearing, I will ask that you be transferred into a breakout room. If you are logged in via a tablet or a smartphone, you will receive a prompt come across your screen. Just tap the prompt on your screen. It will take you into the breakout room. If you called in, meaning you actually dialed a phone number to get into this Zoom session today, you won't receive a prompt. You don't have to worry about doing anything. Your transfer will be automatic. Either way, once you get into the breakout room, you'll be in there by yourself for a little while. You will not be able to hear or see what's going on in this main session. And we in the main session will not be able to hear or see what's going on with you in the breakout room. That is so that you can have a private conversation with the agency attorneys. Now, we have a lot of cases today. We have a lot of defendants logged in. So there may be a little bit of a wait. I ask that you have patience. Please don't come back out into the main session without being prompted. Please don't start pressing buttons. Please don't raise your hand. That will just slow us down in the main session, as it will be a distraction. Okay, everybody, please have patience. Everyone will be able to speak to a defense attorney today. Defendants, once you're done speaking with the defense attorney, you are free to log off, but please make sure you come back to court on July 15th at 8:30 a.m. in person to courtroom 433. Defendants, if you don't come back to court on that date at 8:30, a default judgment can be entered against you. And plaintiffs, if you don't come to court on July 15th at 8:30 in person in courtroom 433, your case will be dismissed. So everybody, please make sure you show up to court on time on July 15th at 8:30 a.m. With all of that being said, for matter ending in 023, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record if you're present? For the home store?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mark Splain, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Home Store Inc.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Splain. Is Jasmine Florence Williams or Datara McNeil or any occupant of 20028 Gilchrist present?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Can I have you both turn on your cameras? Are you on different devices?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Please turn on your camera and state your name.
Jasmine Williams.
All right.
Tyra McNeil.
All right. Good afternoon to both of you. You are defendants on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did both of you get? Well, I'll start with you, Ms. McNeil. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you on the 15th of July at 8:30. What about you, Ms. Williams? Do you have the information?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you on that date and time. Can I have someone transfer Datara McNeil and Jasmine Williams into a breakout room? That concludes the matter ending in 023. Have a good day, Ms. Williams and Ms. McNeil. Follow the prompt. You're welcome. Just tap the prompt when it comes across your screen. Thank you, Attorney Splain.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Okay, for matters, let's see, matter ending in 714 is the plaintiff's counsel here. This is for Hope Transport Services.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, I am here. James Humphreys, P 38930.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, counsel. Let's see, is the defendant Laverne Smith or any occupant of 9252 Burt Road present?
Yes, I'm here.
Good afternoon. Can you pronounce or state your name, please?
Laverne Smith.
Okay. Good afternoon to you, Ms. Smith. You're the defendant. This is the complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you on July 15th at 8:30 a.m. in person. Can I have someone transfer Laverne Smith into a breakout room? That concludes the matter ending in 714. Ms. Smith, just tap the prompt. It'll take you into the breakout room. Thank you, Attorney Humphreys.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day. All right. For matters ending in 105, 107, 108, 112, 113, 114, 116, 117, 118, and 120. Can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gabriel Lacey, P 79685 for Bill Properties and Sherwood Owner LLC.
Thank you. Hello again. For matter ending in 105 is Asa or any occupant of 4812 Bedford Street present.
It's Asa, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am, I am.
Thank you. My apologies for the mispronunciation.
Okay.
Please state your full name, ma'am.
Asa Sterrett.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Sterrett.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You're the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent.
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you have the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am. July 15th, Monday at 8:30 a.m., 421 Madison, room 433.
Okay, that's correct. Just for the record, counsel, the summons and complaint lists the defendant as Asa. Asa, was that intentional? Or was
I'm
that a
making a
mistake?
notation now, Your Honor, to amend the filing if I don't know what happened there.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. All right, Ms. Sterrett, just follow the prompt. We'll see you on the date that I gave out in person. Okay, have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 105.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Welcome. You too. Thank you. For matter ending in 107 is Paradise Clayton. I think I spoke to her earlier. Please dial *6 and state your name for the record. All right, Ms. Clayton may be having audio issues, or she may be tending to her child. I think that's what she said.
Hi, I'm here.
There you are. State your name, please.
Paradise Clayton.
Okay, Ms. Clayton, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am. Isn't it July 15th at 8:30 a.m.?
That's correct, in courtroom 433 in person. All right, you're on the telephone, so once I ask for your transfer, you don't have to do anything. You're about to be transferred. You won't hear or see any, or you won't hear anything when you get in the breakout room until the attorney comes in. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. That concludes matter ending in 107. Can I have someone transfer Paradise Clayton into a breakout room? For matter ending in 108 is Christina Fridge Smith or any occupant of 9351 Woodside Street, number 6 present. Please unmute yourself and state your name.
Yes, Christiana Fridge Smith.
All right, good afternoon to you, Ms. Fridge Smith. You are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Do you have the information about the next court date?
Yes, July 15th at 8:30 in the morning.
That's correct, in courtroom 433 in person. Can I have someone transfer Christiana Fridge Smith into a breakout room? Ms. Fridge Smith, please tap the prompts. It'll take you into the room. Have a good day. That concludes matter ending in 108. For matter ending in 112 is Montreal Jackson or Tiana Curry or any occupant of 4303 Tyler Street present. Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendants failed to check in. For this case, there is a proof of service in the file.
I'm here.
You are? What's your name, ma'am?
Tiana Curry.
Okay, sorry about that, Ms. Curry. Can you change your name?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to unmute.
It's fine. So Ms. Curry, I think maybe you came in late. I'm not sure. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yep, July 15th, 8:30, room 833.
433.
433, yep.
Yes. Okay. So we're about to transfer you. You don't have to do anything. It'll be automatic. We'll see you back here on the 15th at 8:30. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. That concludes matter ending in 112. Can someone please transfer Tiana Curry into a breakout room? For matter ending in 113 is Lois Haney or any occupant of 3799 Carter Street present. Madam Clerk indicated that this defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with this complaint for non-payment of rent. This first hearing will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing, which will take place on July 15th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice to both parties, as with all of the cases today. If the defendant logs in before we end the Zoom session, then the defendant will have an opportunity to speak to a defense attorney. That concludes matter ending in 113. This Detroit Red, or
I chatted to them.
they're not responding? Okay. Okay.
I'm sure.
All right, well. For matter ending in 114 is Khadijah Jarrett or Camera Davis or any occupant of 9351 Woodside Street, number 3 present.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, can I have you both one at a time state your name?
Camera Davis.
Khadijah Jarrett.
Okay. Ms. Jarrett and Ms. Davis, you are defendants on this complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll see you both here on July 15th at 8:30 in the morning in courtroom 433. You're on one device, correct? Yes, I see you on one device.
Yes,
Can I have
ma'am.
someone transfer Ms. Davis and Ms. Jarrett into a breakout room? Just follow the prompt when you see it come across the screen. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 114. For matter ending in 116 is Ashley Coyle or any occupant of 5860 Newberry Street present. Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant failed to check in on this matter. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court is going to proceed with this first hearing on the complaint for non-payment of rent. The matter will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 15th of this year at 8:30 a.m. That will be in person in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 116. For matter ending in 117 is Zerica Collins or Andre Howard or any occupant of 19470 Cranbrook, number 113 present.
Yes, Zerika Collins.
Zerika Collins. My apologies for the mispronunciation, Ms. Collins. Ms. Collins, are you appearing with Mr. Howard or is he there?
No, he's at work right now.
Okay, all right, Ms. Collins, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court hearing?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll see you on July 15th at 8:30 in the morning in person. Can I have someone transfer Zerika Collins into a breakout room? Just follow the prompt, Ms. Collins. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, you too.
Thank you. That concludes matter ending in 117. For matter ending in 118 is Tamika Jones or any occupant of 19506 Cranbrook present.
Yes, I'm here.
Good afternoon. Please state your name for the court reporter.
Tamika Jones.
Okay, Ms. Jones, you are a defendant or the defendant on this complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll see you on July 15th at 8:30 in courtroom 433. Can I have someone transfer Tamika Jones into a breakout room? Ms. Jones, just follow the prompt. Thank you. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 118. For matter ending in 120 is Jasmine Fleming or any occupant of 19519 Cranbrook, number 208 present.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good afternoon. Please state your name for the court reporter.
Jasmine Fleming.
Ms. Fleming, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you on July 15th at 8:30 a.m. in person. Can I have someone transfer Jasmine Fleming into a breakout room? Ms. Fleming, please follow the prompt when it comes across your screen. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 120.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, that is my first group of cases. I am about to move on to my second group of cases. That was 120, I believe. Is that it for you, Attorney Lacy? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. All right. Moving on.
Question, I keep saying, what is your name? She don't have a case number.
Okay. Well, a lot of cases on the docket today, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to call my next group of cases. I think this is my last group of cases, right, Madam Clerk? Please listen out for your name, address, and case number. Please don't say anything until I have called all of the cases, and then I will ask for your for the plaintiff's counsel to place their appearances on the record, and then I'll ask for the defendant's name. Okay. I Would not even bother with that, Madam Clerk. Oh, okay, I see it now. All right. Now calling case number 24348133. This is Sherwood Owner LLC versus K Jones and all other occupants of 19541 Cranbrook, number 110 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348135. This is Sherwood Owner LLC versus Sharita Smith and all occupants of 19470 Cranbrook, number B6 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348136. Sherwood Owner LLC versus Sharnail Walls and all other occupants of 19884 Cranbrook, number 211 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348160. Estate of April McNeil versus Marilyn McNeil and all occupants of 13001 Loretto Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348167, ADLC Investments LLC versus all occupants of 6217 Hereford in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348200, D Land Group LLC versus Jaquisha R. Anderson and all occupants of 2940 Alter Road, apartment 402 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348202, D Land Group LLC versus Octavia S. Grabowski and all occupants of 3970 Cashew Road, Lower Rear in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348208, Revive Property Management LLC versus James W. Friskdale and all occupants of 18108 Waltham Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348209, D Land Group LLC versus Kiera Collette and all occupants of 2940 Alter Road, apartment 304 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348210, D Land Group LLC versus Javon D. Brooks and all occupants of 2115 Alter Road, apartment 304 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24348250, Emerson Chambers versus Rosalie Gates and all occupants of 9607 Fielding Street in the city of Detroit. And finally, calling case number 24348268, Johnston Estates LLC versus Renice Monique Spearman and all occupants of 16832 Carlisle in the city of Detroit. These matters are before the court on complaints for non-payment of rent and complaints to recover possession of property. Today is the date and time scheduled for a first hearing in all of the matters that I just called. Pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17, all first hearings are to be adjourned. Therefore, these matters will be adjourned to a new court date. Please write this information down, ladies and gentlemen. If I just called your case, your next court date will be in person on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. Again, July 17th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. That is the next time the court will call your case. The cases will be called in person down at the 36th District Court, which is located at 421 Madison in downtown Detroit. That means that there won't be a Zoom hearing on that day. You are to come down to 421 Madison to courtroom 433. Plaintiffs, you are to bring with you to the next court date, if these documents are not already in the file, a copy of the deed, a copy of the lease agreement, If rent is at issue, the most current rental ledger, a completed proof of service, a property management agreement, if there is one in place, and if it is, if the case involves a deceased estate or a guardianship or conservatorship estate, you need to bring the letters of authority with you as well. Let's see. Defendant, you need to bring with you, if you have any evidence that supports your defense, please reduce it to paper and bring it to court with you on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. Okay. Plaintiffs, if you don't bring the paperwork that I just stated is necessary on the record, your case can be dismissed. Defendants, I need you to bring your evidence on paper. I very rarely look through people's cell phones. I'm not comfortable doing it, and I cannot put your cell phone as evidence into the file. So please, if you have payment receipts or pictures, please put them on paper, reduce them to paper, and bring them to court with you on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. Defendants, you have the right to be represented by an attorney if you so choose. You can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the agency attorneys that are logged into this Zoom session today. They are here to provide you with legal advice for the day, with the potential of the attorneys taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings, and that will be free of charge to you. At the end of this hearing, I will ask for you to be transferred into the breakout room. If you're on a tablet or a smartphone or anything with the screen, you'll receive a prompt come across your screen. Please tap your prompt. It'll take you into the breakout room. If you called in on the telephone, meaning you dialed a telephone number to get into this Zoom session, you will not receive a prompt. You don't have to worry about doing anything. Your transfer will be automatic. Either way, once you get into the breakout room, you'll be in there by yourself for a little while. I ask that you have patience, as we have a very heavy docket today and a lot of defendants did appear. We only have so many attorneys. They will make their way into each breakout room one by one. Once you get into the breakout room, please don't start pressing buttons, raising your hands, or coming back out into the main session unprompted. That will distract me and slow us down, okay? I promise everyone will be seen by an attorney today. Once you are done speaking with the defense attorney, you are free to log off, but please make sure you come back to court on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. Defendants, if you do not show up to court on July 17th at 8:30, a default judgment can be entered against you. And plaintiffs, if you do not show up on July 17th at 8:30, your case will be dismissed. So everybody, please make sure you come to court in person on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. With all of that having been said, for matters ending in 133, 135, and 136, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gabriel ACP 79685 for Sherwood Owner LLC.
Thank you. For matter ending in 133 is K. Jones or any occupant of 19541 Cranbrook, number 110 present. Please unmute and state your name. 133, let me see. All right, it looks like, okay, good afternoon to you, Mr. Jones. You are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date, sir?
Yep. Yes.
I just stopped your video to give you some more bandwidth because you're breaking up. Hold on one second. I'm trying to stop it anyway. Is he dialed in too? All right, I'm sorry, sir. Did you get the information?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so we'll see you on the 17th of July at 8:30 a.m. Can I have someone transfer K. Jones into a breakout room? That concludes the matter ending in 133. Have a good day, sir. Please follow the prompt when it comes across your screen. Thank you. For matter ending in 135 is Sharita Smith or any occupant of 19470 Cranbrook, B6 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file. And so the court is going to proceed with this. Oh, wait, no, I see somebody. Sharita Smith?
Yes.
Please, can you state your name for the court reporter?
Sharita Smith.
All right, good afternoon to you, Ms. Smith. I didn't think you were here. I'm sorry about that. You are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yeah, July 17 at 8:30 a.m. in person at courtroom 4433.
433, yes. Okay, we'll see you on that date. You are on a telephone. Your transfer is about to be automatic, okay? You have a good day. Can I have someone transfer Sharita Smith? Thank you. Can I have someone transfer Sharita Smith? That concludes matter ending in 135. And let me see. For matter ending in 136 is Charnel Walls or any occupant of 19884 Cranbrook number 211 present. Madam Clerk indicated that this defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with this complaint for non-payment of rents. This is the first hearing. It will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing / pretrial to take place on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 136. Thank you, Attorney Lacy.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great afternoon.
You do the same. Thank you. For matter ending in 160, can I have plaintiff's attorney place your appearance on the record?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kim Corbin on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Corbin. Is Marilyn McNeil or any occupant of 13001 Loretto Street present?
Yes.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Marilyn McNeil.
All right, Ms. McNeil, you are the defendant on a complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll see you on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. in person. Can I have someone transfer Marilyn McNeil into a breakout room? Ms. McNeil, please tap the prompt. It'll take you into the room. Have a good day. Thank you, Attorney Corbin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. That concludes matter ending in 160. All right, just follow the prompt, Ms. McNeil, when it comes across your screen. For matter ending in 167, is plaintiff's counsel here for ADLC Investments LLC?
Yusuf Waz on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Fawaz. Is there anyone here who lives at 6217 Hereford Street? Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. Attorney Fawaz, I don't have a proof of service in the file. Were the defendants served?
We actually just received this complaint. We need a new date.
You need a new date. Okay, so we'll give you July 8th, 2024 at 1:35 p.m. and that'll be via Zoom.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day. That concludes matter ending in 167. Oh boy. For matters ending in 200 and 202, is plaintiff's counsel present? If so, please place your appearance on the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sarah Lowney on behalf of the plaintiff. My P number is P86816.
Oh, okay. Attorney Lowney, let me have you place your appearance on the record for 208, matters ending in 208, 209, 210. And that's it. Can you place your appearance on the record again? I'm sorry.
No, of course. Sarah Lowney on behalf of the plaintiff. My P number is P86816.
Thank you. For some reason, we have those matter ending in 200 and 202 as being represented by Attorney Fortuna. So that's a mistake on the docket, I think.
He works in my office.
Okay.
We're both listed on the complaint.
Okay, that's fine. All right. For matter ending in 200 is Jaquisha Anderson or any occupant of 2940 Alter Road, apartment 402 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with the first hearing on this complaint for non-payment of rent. This will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. That'll be in person, and the court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 200. For matter ending in 202 is Octavia Grabowski or any occupant of 3970 Cashew Road, Lower Rear present. Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant was present, but she logged off. For my purposes, the defendant is not present. However, there is a proof of service in the file. And so the court is going to proceed with this first hearing on the complaint for non-payment of rent. This first hearing will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 17th of this year at 8:30 a.m. in person in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice, and as I stated before, as with all defendants, if the defendants log in today before we end the Zoom session, they will have an opportunity to speak to counsel. That concludes matter ending in 202. For matter ending in 208 is James W. Friskdale or any occupant of 18108 Waltham Street present. Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file. And so the court will proceed with the first hearing on this complaint for non-payment of rent. This will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 17th at 8:30 a.m. in person in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 208. The matter ending in 209 is Kiera Collette or any occupant of 2940 Alter Road, apartment 304 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in on this matter. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with this complaint for non-payment of rent. The first hearing on this complaint for non-payment of rent. This matter will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 17th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 209. Oh my goodness. For matter ending in 210 is Javon D. Brooks or any occupant of 2115 Alter Road, apartment 304 present.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Good afternoon, sir. Please state your name.
My name is Javon Brooks.
Mr. Brooks, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Okay, we'll see you in person on July 17th in courtroom 433 at 8:30. Can I have someone transfer Mr. Brooks into a breakout room? Sir, please tap the prompt when it comes across your screen. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the matter ending in 210. Is that it for you, Attorney Lowney?
That is, I will just say, for case number ending in 08, I will be filing a dismissal. So just to give the court a heads up for that one.
Is that revived property?
Correct.
Okay, can I have two? And I'll write that in the file. Thank you for that, Attorney Lowney. So for matter ending in 208, plaintiff will be dismissing the matter. Has the defendant vacated or paid?
They vacated, Your Honor.
Okay, I will note that for the file. And that concludes that matter. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
You too. Thanks. All right. For matter ending in 250 for Emerson Chambers is plaintiff's counsel present. All right. What about the defendant? The plaintiff's counsel did not check in. Is the defendant Rosalie Gates or any occupant of 9607 Fielding present?
Yes, Rosalie Gates is present.
Good afternoon to you, Ms. Gates. You are the defendant on a complaint to recover. Thank you. I'm sorry. I think I have a sneeze coming on. Give me 1 second. Okay, it disappeared. All right. Plaintiff's counsel is not present today. You are the defendant on a complaint to recover possession of property, Ms. Gates. Did you get the information about the next court date?
I did, July 17th at 8:30 in courtroom 433.
That's correct. We'll see you on that date and at that time. Can I have someone transfer Ms. Gates? It'll be automatic, Ms. Gates. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well, Your Honor.
Thank you. That concludes matter ending in 250. For matter ending in 268 is plaintiff's counsel present.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Sharab Dar, P86504 for the plaintiff.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Dar. Is the defendant Renice Monique Spearman or any occupant of 16832 Carlisle present? Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with this complaint to recover possession of property. This first hearing will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 17th 2024 at 8:30 a.m. That'll be in person in 433. Thank you, Attorney Dar. The court will mail notice. That concludes matter ending in 268.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and your staff have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you. That concludes the docket for courtroom 433 this afternoon. Thank you to my court staff, to the agency attorneys, to the litigants, as well as the plaintiffs' counsel. Court is adjourned. They're still in here?
Yeah, in the pay session.
Oh, okay. Detroit Red, please unmute yourself and turn on your camera and tell me your name. Uh-oh, did they log off?
No, they unmuted.
Okay. Hello, what's your name?
Cynthia. I wasn't sure how to work this.
All right, do you have the last, what's your case number, ma'am?
I don't have a case. It's not on the paper anywhere.
What's her last name?
What's your last name, Miss Cynthia?
Young.
Cynthia Young. Okay, 1 second. We're going to look your name up. All right, my clerk tells me that she does not see a case with that name that is pending. What paper are you referring to, ma'am?
I have the court papers that was stuck onto my door.
What does it say?
For a virtual hearing for today at 1:30. And it was stuck in, I checked my camera and it was stuck in my door at 12:36.
Who's the judge? What's the name of the judge on the paperwork?
I literally can't see anything on it. It's like very, very vague, almost blank.
Okay, can you tell who the plaintiff is?
The plaintiff is Issa Fawez.
Okay, that's the attorney. That's attorney Fawaz. Let me see something. He was on